Intro music. We had technical difficulties.
What you're about to hear will inspire, entertain, and keep you cheering for more. Youth baseball and softball players, coaches, and fans from around the globe join Coach Aaron and the field team on their journey to make the game even more fun and even more exciting than ever. From mound visits to dugout stories and game-changing plays, we bring you tips and stories from players, coaches, trainers, and more. Now. Make sure you've got your eye black ready, and let's slide into the action. On the count of three, let's hear a big, loud play ball. 1, 2, 3.
Play
ball.
Oh, I think I said
Wow.
early.
That was
We did good. We did good.
Did we eat that one?
No, it's eight.
Yes, we ate that.
ate
Eight.
that up. Yeah,
Okay.
eight.
Oh my gosh. Now we got
Yeah.
oh my gosh. All
Yeah,
right.
eats 2024.
Each 2024.
Oh,
yeah.
All right.
you.
Well,
Yeah.
look, welcome back to the Slide Podcast, everyone. This is our second time. And normally, if we wasn't live, we would just say the word rabbit and we would just keep going and we'd edit it. But tonight we're live. So welcome back to the Slide Podcast. I'm your host, Coach Aaron. And tonight we are joined with our 5 field reporters who also play softball. What's up, ladies?
Hello. Hi.
Not much.
That drink's good, isn't it, Lily?
Yeah,
I think so. I think it is.
it has
It's
strawberry,
ASMR.
chocolate, and vanilla.
Ooh, strawberry, chocolate, and vanilla. All right.
It's giving
Well, look,
smart.
tonight is a super, super special episode because we are making an announcement. And that announcement is who our new softball co-host is going to be for the show. And we were talking about that just for a second ago. But before we get to that, I definitely want to call out our show sponsors. So Stinger Sports out of Fort Mill, South Carolina. Thank you guys. They make all of our jerseys, our hats. Thank you very much to Squires Athletic Shoe. If you play baseball, softball, you got to check them out. And Home Batting Gloves. We just finished a super cool contest and some exciting news on the way. And but before we get to that, all right, are we excited?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
All right. Well, look, let's before we get like in the nitty gritty there. So we just finished home batting glove contest. What'd you guys think of some of the gloves we designed?
They're pretty cool.
Yeah,
I didn't make one.
I
Bro.
know.
Yeah.
I know. I know. Like,
Sorry. I just started a new Bat Buster team, so I've been busy.
I know you have.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Same.
Gracie, I've seen you in the cages. I've seen you doing your pitching lessons, your hitting lessons. But these batting gloves, AB, what'd you think? Because you're gonna be honest with me. What'd you think about Toxic Barrels that won?
I think they were pretty cool.
Yeah? Awesome.
I think
Well, the cool
I think
part,
someone's gonna make a Taco Bell batting glove, but it's okay.
a taco. Well, maybe when we design a sliding mitt, maybe it's a Taco Bell sliding mitt. But you can't use Taco Bell, of course, because we don't have their permission. So either way, you can start your
I'll
ideas.
put like Bell
flowing there.
Taco.
Let's not do that either. Yeah. But so these gloves, so Toxic Barrels that won. So Mateo, the baseball kid, that was his design, and those will be available. I think next month we're going to run a pre-sale, so we'll be able to sell all of those gloves to the public. Plus, everyone on this call gets a pair. So it's pretty cool. Some pretty cool batting gloves, and we got some more updates and stuff with home batting gloves. I'm gonna go over with you guys at a different time, but some amazing news. So you know what? Let's talk about it. I mean, we're here tonight for a pretty special reason. We're gonna announce a new co-host, and who do you guys think it is? Give me some names. Yes, it's a she, so it's not
Sam
John
Landry.
Cena. It's not The Rock. Who did you say, Gracie?
Michael Jordan.
Well,
LeBron.
not any of those names, unfortunately. But But in
Wait,
the
is she
softball
like
world,
is she like older? Like older?
I don't
Bro.
think
Like is she like older than me?
Does she play
Well-
on a team?
so. I think everyone
Yeah,
on this
bro.
call is older than you. So, well, you and Gracie are about of a tie. So,
Oh.
Yeah. I'm
she's-
turning 10.
She's definitely older than you, Lily. I don't know that that's
Yeah.
a huge clue that I gave you there. So nobody's got any names.
Does she play college?
She did play college.
Mm.
Rachel
Oh.
Garcia? Sam
Meg
Landry?
Rem.
Who?
Wait.
I said Rachel Garcia or Sam Landry.
Oh my god, if it's Rachel
I don't
Garcia,
know.
I'm gonna flip out. Rachel
I don't know.
Garcia is so much fun.
Who
She's
is-
so
who is
good.
I don't know.
I
if I've heard of-
know.
Hold on, before we move on, who's Rachel Garcia?
You don't know who Rachel Garcia is?
No, it's Rachel Garcia.
Wait, I don't
Rachel
know who that is.
Garcia.
She played at
Oh my
Oklahoma.
god. No, she played at UCLA.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
She's
she's so good. I watched her last college she played 2019 and she won the College World Series for them.
I just watched her today.
Oh yeah. What'd you
Yeah.
watch
I
her
like
today
Sam
for,
Landry,
Gracie?
too. because
She
has a good
pitches
left
so
leg.
good.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of other teams
Oh,
out
yeah,
there
definitely.
other than UCLA. Riley,
not-
who you think it is?
I think it might also be her, cause pitcher and then the mascot
Yeah.
Bears. So I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, there's some other people that went to that school.
I don't know.
And there's
Wait,
some-
hold on.
there could
Wait.
be I don't
There's
know.
there's this girl named Megan. I don't know her last name though.
I don't know, but this is fun though. We should play the Jeopardy or a Hangman. So,
Jeopardy?
are you ladies ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
I'm super ready.
let's watch this video, and then we'll what? Then we'll see if she can get on here with us.
Okie doke.
Oh, my hands are sweaty.
If it's Rachel Garcia, I'm gonna flip out. I'm so excited. Oh my god, it is her!
Garcia records her first strikeout.
Oh my god, I knew it! It's Rachel Garcia!
Hold up.
She does so
Rachel Garcia is now down to the last
good!
3 hitters in a row. 5 on the night.
She's so
The
keen.
last 6
How'd you even get her? She's so good.
season. It's the 11th strikeout. What would be their 30th trip to the Women's College World Series?
Oh my god. Yes,
DLA, they're headed back to the Women's College World Series. Changing speeds again.
it's Rachel Garcia.
Oh my god. How'd you know, Grace? How'd you know?
I just guessed because those are my 2 favorite players.
Can
Oh
you
my
see?
God.
Can you see everyone on the call now?
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
There she is, Rachel. Like they completely picked who it was going to be.
Oh
Like,
my God.
so what
There
do you
we go.
ladies think? What do you ladies think?
I'm impressed that you even got her to get on the
That's
call.
awesome.
She's like famous.
And
Well,
we should play
guys,
for UCLA.
Welcome
Yeah.
to the Slide Podcast. Our new co-host, Miss Rachel Garcia. Ma'am, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm about to start my professional softball season in like a couple weeks, June 7th, I think, is our first game. So I'm out here in Chicago for training camp. And yeah, ready to kickstart the season.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh,
So, so much stuff we have to talk about. Everybody can see her, right? Just want to make
Yes.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All
Sure.
right. Well, look, Rachel, for everyone watching at home right now, who may be hearing your name for the first time, just run through some accolades, just to brag a little bit. We do a little bit of bragging on the show.
Yeah, I have a long list, but just the few that that I can for sure list are 4-time All-American, 3-time Player of the Year, 1-time MVP for the 2019 championship Women's College World Series year, won the national championship in 2019, won a silver medal at the Olympics in 2021.
I think that's pretty good. And I'm pretty positive that list is actually probably 3 times that, but she just called out some pretty cool ones. So, Lily, what are you thinking? Because, Lily, you cracked the code really early. Like, how'd you figure it out?
Because she's like so good. Because it's not about her speed, it's about her movement. She throws so hard, and I'm a pitcher, and I like UCLA now, so she's just so good.
That's it. So Rachel, like I've never heard her actually talk about any other college other than the University of Texas. And this girl, she has shown up tonight. Either we're really bad at like giving away too much information, or Lily's just got some good intuition there, but she shows up wearing a UCLA shirt.
I love that.
Because I went to their games a couple days ago, so well, not a couple days ago when they made it to the College World Series.
Yeah. Well, let's start there. Let's talk some College World Series because I think that's right around the corner. I think what is that? 2 nights away. Kind of the preliminary starts in Oklahoma. Am I correct?
Yeah, I believe so. I think it starts pretty soon. I know all the college teams just got out there, and I think day 1 was practice, so coming around real quick.
This is the fun part here, ladies. Addison, who you think is going to win? Clemson got knocked out.
I don't know. I know. I was upset about that, but
I was
I'm
happy
not sure.
over here. I mean, you don't know who you feel like?
I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be a good run though.
Okay, all right, Riley.
I'm not sure. All I know is I'm a Texas fan, but I'm just in it to watch whoever makes it far.
Okay. There's always good ball. Like Rachel, I mean, I feel like it's just bred. Once you guys get to Oklahoma, like the serious stuff happens. What's it like?
I would say it's very the moving parts of everything of what's required the second you get there is very stressful, especially because UCLA is probably one of the only schools that are still in school during that time. So people are taking finals during all of it. What I can remember is how much fun it was, though, to play in a stadium that was all rooting for one team and one team only, and to go out there and win it. I just remember just the little tiny square of UCLA blue in a sea of red. So it was really awesome to just be able to, go out there. I mean, at the end of the day, no matter what, it's always the same game. So don't take it any differently than that. And I think, a lot of people can blow it out of proportion of, it's the world's biggest stage, which it is, because Women's College World Series is the biggest part of college ball. So I think, just going out there and just, enjoying every second of it and taking it all in, because that's everybody's dream is to get there.
Yeah. And you made it look pretty easy. Let's just be honest. I mean, the way you were just blowing through the batters. And I think I even remember watching some of that series, but I'm not going to lie, I don't remember it like that. But watching the highlights of the World Series that I watched, and you got to hit too, right, as a pitcher?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, now we've got Riley. You're a pitcher, correct? Just correct my okay. And then we've got Gracie, who's a pitcher. Addison's a pitcher. Oh, Lily, I am not going to forget about you. Lily is a pitcher. AB, you hadn't hit the mound yet, have you?
No, I can't pitch because I've tried. It's not work out.
Yeah,
I play shortstop, so I'm just gonna stay there.
Yeah, well, so Rachel, AB also plays baseball. So she still plays with the Georgia Peaches, and so she's a baseball player. And when she started her high school ball, that was her first year of playing softball, if I'm not mistaken. So
really cool.
Everybody is super quiet. Why are you guys so quiet? Like, this is never how an episode goes. Like, all right, Gracie, what you want to talk about? You just throw out some topics here. I mean, nobody wants to make any like big predictions for the World Series, and I was hoping Rachel, who you think's going to win?
I'm going to root for UCLA.
Of course.
UCLA through and through.
She's loyal. All right. Go ahead, Gracie.
Well, what do you want me to talk about?
You can talk about anything, Riley. Now, obviously, I can ask her a lot of questions, but, we're getting to know her. She's going to be on the show, pretty often with us. And so, yeah, you guys get the first dibs of asking questions to an all-pro national championship Olympic team. You heard all those accolades she's got. Lily, go ahead. Start us off.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm scared.
Oh, we're all speechless.
Wait, I just asked a question.
Well,
Okay.
Rachel, think of your questions. All right, get some questions.
Okay,
So,
wait, I have a question.
Oh, well, go ahead.
Okay. In 2019, when you won the College World Series, how did it feel?
It was mind blowing. I think just with all the hard work that you do put in through season, because college season is not anything that you'd think of. It's like a full-time job, getting in your work, going to classes, taking midterms and finals, and then you're in the World Series and you're still taking those tests. So it's a full-blown job. And I think at the end of it, when that final score that walks it off is like, oh my gosh, did we just do that? Like, I think with how tight our team was that year as well, there was a lot of adversity, just not just within one person, but it was the entire team. And we always, going into every single game, it was always, this is for us and nobody else but ourselves. And I think that's the part that kind of made us successful, is that we were selfish to be the best. And no matter what that looked like, we always had each other's backs. And if one person wasn't getting it done, someone would have their back, and we're going to pick them up and we're going to go together. So it was just the tightness of our team that made us successful. And I would say too, a big part of that was having a sports psychiatrist with us that helped guide us through a lot of the ups and downs that we had as a team. But yeah, just all that hard work and the trust, and trusting the process is a big part of it. So I think that the hard work in the end, it just proved how hard we were willing to, how far we were willing to go.
For sure. Lily, what do you think it's going to be like when you win the national championship?
I don't know. I think I'm going to be really scared.
Gotta look forward to the dog pile. That's the best part.
But just don't get hurt.
Yeah.
There's been athletes got hurt in those, and we can't have your career ending, at the end of the championship game. So, listen, by the time you're there, Lily, it's going to be mainstream on everything softball, because, let's just face it, softball is, and there's going to be a lot of people that's probably watching this right now that's not going to be happy with me, but it's more exciting than the MLB. And, maybe it rivals the Bananas, but, it's two different things. But I'm biased, though. I'm a Banana. So. But either way,
I have a question.
Yeah, please stop me from talking.
So, Rachel, what made you confident on the mound when you would go up to pitch?
I would say it was the battery piece. Whoever was behind the plate, that piece is what fired me up all the time. And when I can get a catcher that's back there just, pumping balls through the zone, getting those called strikes, I think that's kind of what fires me up the most, is that relationship that I have with my catcher. And don't get me wrong, everybody on the field that's behind you too is important, but something about a pitcher-catcher duo is what makes the game.
I have to ask a question. What was a mound visit with you like? What did the catcher do to help you refocus, or what'd she tell you?
I was always the jokester. I never took the game too seriously, and I feel like with how much that you're giving to the game, you kind of almost have to not take it as seriously as what it is, because at the end of the day, it's a game and you're playing what you love. So anytime catcher would call timeout after I just walked a batter or I just gave up a home run, I would literally just be like, well, that was piped. Good job. I just right over my head, right? Let's get to the next one. Come on. So I never walks, hit by pitches, home runs, all those things happen. And, I think it's how you're just able to flush it and just continue to get after it every single time. Next pitch.
So I got a question, Rachel. So you're now here, part of the Slide podcast. Like, what made you, say yes to joining the Slide podcast? I'm putting her on the spot. I'm putting her on the spot here. It's okay. I'm sorry, Rachel.
No, you're good. I think just keep getting the sport of softball involved and exposed is the most important part, because from by the time I started at your guys' age to now, softball has changed so much and the following is big. And I think the generation that is going through the system now, if we can keep, paving the way for you guys, it's going to help the sport just be more seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, we got some cool girls here. Like, who wouldn't want to come hang out with us? I mean,
Wait, I have a question.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Would you rather hit so you need 4 runs, bases are loaded, hit a home run, a walk-off to win the game for your team, or rather have bases loaded, you're in the circle, 2 outs, and strike out that batter?
I would rather be at the plate and hit the home run.
Me too, because I like to pitch more, except I'm not a good hitter.
You can get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I loved pitching, but I think that I took more pride in my hitting because, just going through the system, being a pitcher and a hitter was not very common. And so I've had a lot of coaches tell me that I couldn't do both and I had to pick. I did not let that define me who I was as a player. I was going to keep swinging the bat. And every time I got that opportunity, I had to prove to everybody that I can do both.
Now, is that rare in college softball where you don't get the opportunity to do both?
Yes.
I think it's very rare. I think it's kind of set in stone when it comes to a pitcher that like you're just going to be a pitcher only. And so I feel like sometimes they get the lack of, confidence to do both. So I think, just like I look at Shohei Ohtani, for instance, who's my favorite baseball player because he does both. He can do both. So I want to be able to be that example for the softball world of like, don't be afraid to be a pitcher that hits.
I like it. Riley? You got anything?
What do you think you're most looking forward to, like going into playing Pro Bowl?
I would say getting to know some of the new rookies who just came on. I feel like everybody the second you get here, everybody knows each other. And, when the rookies come in, that's kind of exciting because it's new blood and you get to make new relationships. I mean, I've made friends with people here who I played against in college that I never knew I'd be teammates with. So it's exciting just getting to know new people and create those new relationships.
Now, Riley, you said something that a lot of our viewers may not know this. So and I'm gonna play silly for a minute, but so there's a softball professional league.
Yes, there is.
Yeah. Okay. Now, is this a brand new league? Is this league been around? Like, tell us about it, Rachel.
Yeah. So AU Athletes Unlimited kind of started out as it's like I would say. The setup of it was more fantasy-like. So the last couple years, it's always been a five weeks of playing. Each week we would it's a point system. So whether you hit home run, triple, double, single, walks, all of that goes towards a point system and a leaderboard. And so top 4 people who have the most points always get to draft a team every single week. So we'd always play Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday would be draft day. Tuesday would be practice. And then you just repeat everything. So it was a point system. This year will be the first year of AUSL. So we'll have traditional softball back for the next 2 months. And we'll get to play for same thing for a championship. And we're going to be traveling all over the country and just playing at different cities. So I'm excited to finally go back to a traditional league and just have that team feel of wanting to compete for a national championship.
Sounds like fantasy football. Like whoever the top people got to read, like that. Was that fun?
Yeah, it's fun. It's stressful though too because it's every every single pitch matters. It's like as a pitcher too, if you're giving up runs, like you're losing points. So it's a very, everything matters.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Now I know all of these girls, as they go through their softball career, that's their goal, is to really follow in somewhat your footsteps and through the D1 route and all that fun stuff. But I mean, someone like Addison here. Addison, what grade you in?
I'm a rising freshman.
Rising freshman. She just finished your second year on varsity.
Yes, sir.
Yep. This girl's a baller. She's a pitcher. When we were talking last week, so she's the one that I went to the high school softball field with, and she pitched against me because I wasn't really sold on softball pitching, because I'm like, look, they're only throwing 60 miles an hour, or more, of course. So Addison goes by the nickname Big Shove. She wore me out. And I think I may have hit one ball fair. She made a believer out of me. Like, I don't know how anybody does it. I gotta ask Rachel, like, if you're a hitter, how do you hit the rise ball?
You got to attack the zone early if you're facing a rise ball pitcher, because that's normally their kill pitch. So I'm a rise ball, curveball rise ball pitcher, and I love being able to just throw my rise ball at that different heights. So rise ball is the best pitch, I think.
Are you moving up in the box against a rise ball pitcher?
Some people do, some people don't. I always like to stay very neutral in the box. I don't like to move anywhere. But yeah, just being able to attack the zone early.
Well, I couldn't attack anything that day. So, yep, it was, I learned some stuff there, and these ladies got some good laughs at me whiffing pretty good. And I kept telling Addison there was something wrong with the bat, and literally I ended up breaking the bat. So
it literally snapped in half.
That was my claim to fame for that day. So
threw the ball so hard you broke the bat.
Well, I would love to say that was the reason, but I think this bat was an antique that they didn't give me any good bats. They were scared I was going to do too much damage, I believe, but actually damage to their bats, not to the ball. Anyway, AB. Go ahead, Gracie.
I have a quick question. So, when you are like batting or you're pitching, what do you say anything to yourself? Like any like positive like things you say?
I always like to take just focus on my breath and just kind of be where my feet are. I always look at home plate, and then I'll always look down right field line, and I'll find obviously I wear 00, so I'll always find the zeros on the field, and I call it a focal point. I like to just look at that focal point and just take a very big deep breath before I even get in the box. So that's kind of what helps me just settle in and relax my heart rate.
Wow.
AB.
That's so cool.
AB,
Wait, what'd you say?
You're never quiet, AB.
I know. I'm not locked. I'm just kidding.
I know. Like, what do you think about Rachel joining the show with us?
I think it's pretty great. But I do have a question.
Yeah.
What is your favorite pitch to throw? Like, not just like whatever your favorite pitch is.
Curve and rise. Those are my two favorite go-tos.
I can't hit a rise ball to save my life. I just don't swing at it.
It's probably a good thing. Don't swing at the rise.
Oh wait, I have a question.
Lily, I think you're tapping something that's giving us some noise. So.
Oh wait, can you hear me still?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay,
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
What's your warm up? Like, how do you warm up to pitch? What do you do?
I like to use a weighted ball. I've always, grown up using one. So it's weighs about a pound. I always start off with K's, and then I'll scoot back, and then I'll just, slowly kind of put my arm in a circle. And then same thing with the weighted ball. I'll just do some light walkthroughs, and then I'll go to the normal ball. Same thing, do some light walkthroughs, and then I'll get on the mound, start throwing.
How do you warm up, Lily?
I throw, do my spins, and I like back up, do halfway, and then I have these crazy Paisleys, make sure you're a follower, and I like pitch them. They like 3 ounce, 5 ounce, 7 ounce, 9 ounce, and then 1 pound. And for the 1 pound, I just throw it in my glove because like that one's really heavy for me. So I throw it at the wall, and then I start to pitch, and then yeah.
Okay. Sounds
Yeah,
good
I
to
just
me.
use bands.
You use bands.
Yeah, I like J bands.
Okay. Addison, how you warm up?
I start with like spinning all my pitches, then I'll do Ks and then circles, and then I'll just go to the mound.
All right. You know what? I've heard this numerous times, and I'm gonna have to ask that question that probably all these softball girls and viewers know. But you said do your Ks.
Yes.
What's that mean?
It's like where you start up here and then you come down. It's
like a K shape.
Yeah.
That's like a pitching motion that you're using to warm up?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you do your Ks, and then do you do your Js? What'd you say? What was that other thing you said you did?
Oh, circles.
Circles. That's just a full wind up.
It's like a half wind up.
Okay. Okay. See, Rachel, this is why I need you here, because I'm still learning all this stuff. Lily started making up pitches.
I'm not making them up. They're real.
Well, go ahead and throw them out there. What you were?
No,
Okay.
they're actually real.
Are they?
Yeah, bro.
Remind me about these pitches.
Okay, so I have a curve rise. I have a backdoor drop. I have a drop curve. Yeah, they're not that weird. They're just double kind of pitches.
I'm learning the rise curve and the drop curve.
Oh yeah, and there's a screw drop and a screw rise.
Yeah, there's where I was like, no, come on, now you just putting words.
No, you just
together
like
now.
put so like you throw a screw ball and except it's like a rise ball. It's like screw spin except it rises.
Okay, all right. Rachel, is she being honest with me here?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, they're just different planes of the pitches. So it's like locating it higher and locating it lower. So yeah, they're just adding on like the rise and the drop.
So it's like an accessory. You just like add it on to the ball. Like I'm stuck. Somebody's going to teach me how to. I can't do it. Actually, I was going to say teach me how to throw like a softball, but no, I can't do it. I can't do it. Yeah, Riley, you're just sitting there laughing at me. I know I'm adding all kind of comedic effect here, but I'm trying not to. So, Addison, now tell. Well, where do you want to go play softball?
My top is probably Clemson, University of Tennessee, and USC Upstate. USC Upstate's like local in my area. Like literally, it's probably like 5 minutes down the road for me, and it's just like that. Staying close to home, and I really like the softball program there.
Gotcha. Okay. Rachel, have you ever heard of USC Upstate? They're a D1 school. Yeah. That's a little. So Addison and I live in the same town, and so that's a college. And you know, when you live here, you're like, how big is this school? But I mean, it appears like there's some people that know about it, so that's good. So one of their her coach was she was like, she got some big accolades. Oh my gosh, if she's watching right now, she's going to go crazy. But what's her name, Addison, so I don't stumble? Your coach,
Coach T. Wait, my coach? Oh, yeah, Coach Hannah McDowell.
Hannah McDowell. So after Addison pitched to me that day, Hannah, she was a pitcher in college and pretty good, I would say, and she wore me. She made me just look silly. Probably stupid is the better word. I don't know, Addison. So anyway,
yeah.
What else we got? I know everybody's got questions. Everybody's just scared.
All right, I got a
question. Go ahead, Gracie. Go ahead.
So, like, what do you do like after like a bad inning or a bad game?
Good question.
I'll probably go get some ice cream. I think, if you think too much on it, I think that's where people get a lot more so in their domes. So I think that, the second you can do something that's going to make you feel good about yourself, then, whether that's getting ice cream, getting some dessert, or something other than softball, I think is the best thing to think about after a game. That hasn't gone your way. So, I mean, for me, yeah, ice cream is what makes me feel better.
What about like in a game?
In the game, just after an inning, I would say chug some water, crush the cup, and toss it in the trash. get that emotion out.
Gracie, does that bother you a lot?
Most of the time.
Yeah. Well, Rachel said a lot about, on to the next one, right? And so it's easier said than done, though. I mean, I suffered with some of that myself, Gracie, and my son does too. So I know full for. I know exactly. But that is, you said something there that I believe is actually true, Rachel. Because go do something to make yourself feel good. Like just on purpose, do something to make yourself feel good. And I find that works with my son, and I've never thought about something so simple like that. Addison, are you going to get ice cream? Where are you going?
Brewster's.
Brewster's? Okay.
Yeah. I have a question.
Now, hold on. I got to call AB. Where are you going if you have a bad game to make yourself feel good?
I'm definitely going to Taco Bell.
Oh my god, I knew it.
Listen.
Or Brewster's. We have a Brewster's too.
All right. This is AB. Every episode she is on here with us, Rachel. Some question or something comes up about Taco Bell, and I promise, AB, if I ever get connections to Taco Bell, I'm going to point them right in your direction.
Oh yeah, they need to sponsor me.
Well, you can get
honestly, I don't know why they haven't sponsored me yet.
Well, we got to get their attention. That's what we got to do. I mean, and then you can have one built in your house. Like, that's legit. I can't remember his name right now, but there's a NFL football player that had one in his house. Not quite sure how that works.
How do you play football eating so much Taco Bell? I would die.
Yeah, I know. All right, Lily, go ahead.
Oh wait, I forgot. Oh, okay. Have any of your friends from UCLA, like one of your best friends, went to pro with you, or are you still friends with them at all?
Yeah, I would say the Bruin. You hear it all the time. The Bruin bubble. I would say it as tight as they say it is. Yes, we all still keep in contact. There's not very many who go pro after college, but there are some that do. And I'd say one of my close friends, Bubba Nichols, is she's here. Well, right now she's at the World Series, but she'll come and join us after that. But yeah, I would say there's quite a few Bruins for the first time since in a while since people have been playing pro.
So softball sisters are real.
Mm-hmm. They're real.
You said softball sisters? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Softball sisters, yep.
Yeah. I would think so. All right, Riley, you can't sit here this whole episode and laugh at me. You got to talk some. So what you want to talk about?
Okay. If you ever went through adversity, even through high school to college ball and now on to pro ball, how do you think you got through that adversity and kept a positive mindset?
I think, so if for those who don't know, I, tore my ACL going into college. My very last high school softball game. It was CIF championship game. We were 5 minutes away from being called co-champs because we had hit the time limit. Top of the 12th, I threw a pitch. My knee buckled. Double play at the plate. So it was a fly ball to left field. Tag at home plate. I stumbled. I didn't fall, but I couldn't get up. I didn't know something had happened. Walked off the field okay. First at bat, of the inning, I got a base hit. Got to first. I got pulled for a pinch runner because I wasn't sure if I could run. Didn't end up scoring. top of the 13th, I first warm-up pitch, blew my knee out. Didn't know what I had done. I thought my career was over. I would say adversity through that injury is by far the hardest thing that anybody could ever go through. It puts a lot of time, effort, what you're doing to make yourself heal, taking care of your body. I would say, would I change anything about that? No. I think that that's kind of what's shaped me as a player, is being able to get through that type of adversity, because the second, someone has to have surgery on a ligament, you don't know what life's going to throw at you after that. You don't know if you'll ever be the same. You don't know if it's going to change you. But I would say there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and I think it's made me a lot stronger of a player, mentally and physically. And that adversity part, I didn't know how to utilize, sports psychiatrist until I was physically told, look, you need to go in, you need to take care of yourself, and you need to take care of your mental health, because right now you're not at a good state. And so I utilized what I could out of that. And I would say that's what changed me, is, utilizing my resources through all of that, and having good people in your corner, making sure that, they're helping you also stay on track, your friends, your family. They're going to be your support system through everything. So adversity it's hard, but it's a good thing to face.
Yeah, and I like to believe adversity is really the Lord's way of getting us ready for what's really out there in our future. So, because I think we've all been through some adversity, and we go through adversity, and it only makes you stronger. I mean, it sucks, but you learn so much more about yourself when you come through it. And it's almost a necessity in life, unfortunately. And you ladies are still quite a few years away from adulthood, so enjoy being a kid. And that's honestly, you hear more and more about the mental health of these youth athletes these days. And Rachel, that's one of the things that's like near and dear to my heart. And we put so much stress on these young kids at such a young age. And now, did you play any other sports when you were growing up? There's a reason.
I did.
I didn't just skip topics here, but there's a reason. Yeah, what'd
yes.
you play?
I played soccer. I played basketball. I did volleyball. I also tried cheer. That didn't last very long, but my parents wanted to make sure that I did every sport that I wanted to try, and enjoy being a kid, because the second I decided I was going into travel ball, I knew that that childhood life is probably done, because now weekends are consumed with softball. So I would say the one thing that I think was super, super important before I went into travel ball was my parents actually took me out of softball and put me back in a rec league before I committed to travel ball, to make sure that that was what I wanted, and that I actually got to enjoy being a kid for once. So I think that was super important going into the system, was just taking that break and, making sure that was what I wanted, and, the commitment.
Yeah. Because I mean, that's the reason I ask is, you ask a lot of scouts and recruiters and such, and they love to talk with kids who've played multiple sports.
Yeah, I think it's important. I think, if you're as young as, you girls are, I think playing that other sport it's only going to help you in the long run. I think it's going to help with your athleticism. And I mean, do you have to be great at it? No, I think it's just going to help develop you.
Well, and think about it, right? So maybe you're the rock star on your team right now, and let's just say you go experiment, you're trying another sport. Well, now you get to learn how to be a teammate from a different perspective, right? So now you're getting to learn how to be a teammate, and you're learning from those leaders, right? So that's to me, that's one of the invaluable lessons right there. And plus, it gives you your head and your mind like a break from what you're so used to. So Anyway,
Mhm.
what do I know? Don't laugh.
I actually
you know
have a
much, AD.
question.
Go ahead.
Rachel, have you ever like coached like anybody at all?
Yes, I do. I
Do you think Do you think you could coach me?
yeah. I give private lessons to, girls your age, and then I was college coaching for a little bit, and I decided that if I want to continue to play pro ball, I have to make some life changes for me to allow myself to train. And I think being able to do the private lesson route allowed me to also stay in shape to keep continuing to play softball. So yeah, I coach anywhere from high school to my youngest is 8 years old.
Wow. Where's home for you, Rachel?
California is home. Home is Palmdale, Lancaster, if any of you guys know where that is at. It's LA County, but I currently reside in San Diego.
Okay. All right.
San Diego.
Gracie, where at in California are you?
I'm in Ontario.
That's right. Ontario. Lily's in California. She's in Yucaipa. I didn't really think that was a real name, but I had to look that up. And who else? Everybody else. So Riley's from Ohio, Addison's from South Carolina, and Annabelle's our Georgia Peach. So
if you could give me lessons, I would not mind driving to you.
Come my way, we'll make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, I thought Ontario was in Canada.
There is one in
There is.
Canada.
There's two for our purposes. Yep. There's an airport there too, so that's actually how I knew it was legit. Because a long time ago, I had to go to Palm Springs and I had to fly into Ontario. And like you, AB, I wasn't aware that there was an Ontario, California, and I thought they were flying me to Canada, and I was confused.
Yeah, I was kind of
like. All right, what else?
Wait, I have a question. I know I asked so many, but I don't wear a mask because it itches me. But why don't you wear a mask in Pro or College World Series?
I just never liked it. I mean, I tried. I think the one time I threw a mask on was when I had braces, and that was because my mom didn't want me busting a lip by taking the ball off the face. So even then, I just stuck to a mouthpiece. I don't know why. I never liked my face being just blocked by something. And I mean, yeah, I never liked it. My mom hates it, but
I can't see with it on. I'm like, because I can't see the catcher,
Yeah.
and it just itches my head.
Yeah.
Addison? I was just.
I'm like
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm like the complete opposite. I feel uncomfortable without my mask unless I'm like in the outfield or something like that because I can just track the ball longer. But like in the infield or pitching, I just can't do it without my face mask.
Yeah, I don't like to wear a mask. I mean, well, since I played baseball, I never really did. And then when I switched, I was like, I didn't have one in the first place. So I was kind of and also I don't like, especially for when our helmets and how they have the cage. That was kind of an adjustment. Because I have a chin guard in baseball, and I'm not used to having something block my face. So I definitely I don't like a mask.
Yeah,
I don't wear a mask only because I sweat in it, and you feel all the pressure on your face from all the sweat. So you're like, ugh.
Oh my god, that's so true. I had to wear a mask because my league's you have to wear a mask, and I kept pulling it down and I kept blowing on it. Except I left that league. I want to go to Batbusters, so I just left. Because I wanted to go to Batbusters.
What if you took the mask? What if you took the mask and you cut the bars off of what was blocking your vision? Would they view that as?
But that's not a mask because there's only one piece.
Technically, you have a mask on.
That is true.
See, technicalities. You're in California. You guys know all about technicalities.
I just need a circle around my face. That's all I need.
That's right.
I don't need no wires around my face.
Just tell the ump, look, I've got one. You just can't see it. It's invisible. and I don't know how I would argue with
I believe that umps will believe you.
that. You'd
They're
be
just
probably
As long as you
surprised.
believe hard, it's there.
That's right.
That's right.
So Rachel, growing up, who was your biggest inspiration in the sports or softball world?
For me, it was always Lisa Fernandez. I just liked her style of play. Same thing. She was a pitcher who hit and played third base. So she was always one that I wanted to be just like, I mocked everything that she did and I wanted to be just like her. And I had the opportunity to play for her at UCLA, which was, the absolute dream come true because of just who she is as a person.
Gotcha. Throw some names out here. Who do we follow really closely or that's in the game right now? Lily, I know you got a Rolodex.
Cambria Salmon.
Oh, Texas.
Yeah, Jordan. I don't know her last name. She's on UCLA.
Worley?
Yeah, I think so. 15. She's the best hitter ever. And Megan, the team leader hitter. I don't know anyone's last name, guys.
It's okay.
At UCLA?
Yeah.
Grant.
Addie's the Gatorade pitcher. And Alina, I think she's hurt right now. Her arms are.
Garcia, yeah.
Yeah.
Lily got to interview some of those ladies.
I interviewed all of those girls.
Yeah. And from what I heard, UCLA's camera crew was actually recording Lily as she was interviewing them. So.
Oh my God, it was so scary because they kept moving their camera and it was so hardcore and I was like, and I didn't want to look at them because I'm supposed to be looking at her and I was like.
You should have just stopped and did your little when you do the peace sign and yep, there it is. You should have just did that for them. Riley, where you plan on playing when you get done with high school?
I'm not sure. I like to follow a lot of the college stuff, but I'll probably try to look for a smaller school.
Mm-hmm.
Just because for the actual school part, I think I would do better in a smaller school.
Okay.
But whatever offers I get, I'll probably take a look at. It just depends.
Yeah. What do you want to major in?
Yeah.
Probably something along nursing or teaching.
Gotcha. Rachel, what was your major?
I always say softball, but it was history.
You said history?
History.
I
Wow.
think it's chemistry. I was like, mm-mm.
Yeah, you don't think how hard it is until you're going through everything that your requirements are, and then it's like, is this really what I want to major in? And then it was like, all right, let's just try history. And the next thing I know, I was doing really good in school.
That's cool. I didn't appreciate history until I got out of school, and that's when I feel like I actually started to really appreciate history. But if you ask, I would be willing to say right now, if you ask 9 out of 10 youth kids what their favorite subject is, it's resounding math.
Mine's math too.
And
Math.
Yeah, everybody. Riley, what's your favorite
Math all
subject?
the way.
Well, right now, probably history because my teacher actually made it enjoyable.
Oh, okay. You don't see that too much. But math.
I need to be the best reader ever because when I'm older, I want to be a lawyer.
Oh. Well, good.
Not one of those typing lawyers. I want to be a court lawyer, with the judge.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to be defending someone.
You want
Court now
yeah,
in session.
Yeah.
I could totally see you as the prosecution.
I just don't want to be a judge because they have to wear a black gown. I want to be a lawyer.
Yeah.
Where's
So-
AB?
What did you say,
oh,
Gracie?
I couldn't find AB.
Yeah, me either. I just saw it right now.
Believe me, when you start learning more about judges and their roles, you might change your mind. So they have a job for life. It's pretty crazy, but yeah, I could totally see you as a lawyer, Lily. Addison, what about you? What you gonna major in?
But I really want to be a physical therapist But like that's like my main goal. But like my advanced goal is to be an orthopedic surgeon, and then like my backup plan is to get my cosmetology license in high school, and then like go to college to get a business degree.
That was a lot of stuff.
I
I was about to
know.
say, when you get that, surgeon license, let me know so I can come see you.
I'm gonna be honest right now. I barely even like understood what you just said.
Well, she listed about 4 professions.
Yeah.
She's definitely going to be like a double, triple agent. She said she wanted to get her cosmetology license, so she wants to do
Yeah.
hair.
You're gonna be a billionaire, bro. If you have all those jobs, you're gonna be like,
That's right. That's right.
you're gonna be cashing in those checks. Yeah. People are gonna be like, Addison, yeah, she's rich.
Yeah. And you're
They're
gonna
gonna be
listen.
following you everywhere.
I know. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we'll have an attorney here in the Slide family. So if we ever need any assistance, we'll have Lily. And yeah.
Yeah, if you guys
AB.
need problems, I'll be here.
I can't.
Yes, sir.
Outside of working for Taco Bell, where do you see
Oh, God.
yourself? What do you see yourself majoring in school?
So I kind of want to be like a trauma surgeon or be a doctor in the military.
Oh
But
wow.
I also think like I'm interested in like SWAT and that kind of stuff and like detective, whatever. I don't know what that's called, but
Well,
all
that's what it's
crime
called.
stuff.
A spy.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
I don't know if you could be a spy, AB. They put a Taco Bell
I'd be
sign
a good
out,
spy.
and you might break.
Yeah.
A surgeon
No,
though.
I'd be lucky. Yeah, like a trauma surgeon. Grey's Anatomy's been inspiring me lately. I recommend that show. You guys should watch it.
All right. Be careful what you watch on TV then, because ain't no telling what you want to be. So that explains the detective. You must watch some Law and Order or
Yeah.
something.
No, just Grey's Anatomy.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I do want to do something that's like helping people in a way, which I know all jobs really do that. But I want to be like either a doctor in the military and stuff like that, or like SWAT or like police. What's it called? Emergency response. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah. SWAT would be fun. Like that sounds entertaining right there. I don't know. Sounds like a bunch of fun. Like AB, you might have to fight every once in a while if you're on SWAT. Actually,
That'd be
no,
kind of fun.
you probably
I'd probably get like kidnapped.
yeah.
I
Oh
know.
my God.
Imagine
Oh
if
my
you're like,
gosh. Lily, Lily, you just started like breaking it down here for us. Like, what was that about?
I don't
Lily
know.
was just feeling good. She's just feeling
Yeah,
good.
I have my in and out, so that's why.
There you go.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it. All right. Well, any final questions for Rachel before we end this show? So now here's
Wait.
the thing.
I
Go
do. Okay. What is your favorite walk-up song back in 2019?
She does this.
Oh my goodness.
Because in
I don't even
2025,
know if I
there's a lot of
remember
different
my
songs.
walk-up songs then.
If you
But
were in,
okay, I like country. So I had Red Dirt Road as one of my walk-up songs for a long time.
All right. The Jason Aldean version, right?
No, Brooks and Dunn.
Brooks and Dunn. Oh, Red Dirt Road. I'm thinking, what's the Jason Aldean Country Road or something? Okay, I like some Brooks and Dunn. Now,
I like
Red
Morgan
Dirt
Wallen.
Road.
Morgan
Oh yeah, me
Wallen.
too. I love Morgan
Yeah.
Wallen.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
don't
like,
know about his
my
new
favorite
album.
song's Last Night.
Oh, literally? Yes.
Gracie, do you listen to country music?
You think?
I really didn't know. I like it. I think we're all country music fans on here, I believe. Okay.
I love country music.
Yeah. My favorite
Every day in
right
the
now
morning.
is I like Hardy. I like Jelly
I just
Roll.
seen him live.
Really? How was that?
He was fun.
I bet he was.
Very fun. now that he's getting a little bit into rock, I was like, it was a pretty good concert.
Yeah, like his last album was almost metal, like heavy metal. So good stuff. Good stuff. All
I
right.
like Coach Aaron's accent.
I
I
have a
would like to
question.
thank you for that. Yeah, go ahead.
What do you think your go-to like pregame meal would be?
Oh, I really like a good salad, a good crunchy salad, because I like to snack during the game.
Me too. Oh wait, I have a question. Okay, now that you said that, I'm thinking about food. Okay, so when you won your like last College World Series in 2019, what did you eat after that day? Because you can't go somewhere fancy. You're dirty, you're sweaty, you slid, you're sliding for bot flies. Where did you go to eat?
I think we ate at our hotel. I remember we had a big giant party down in the lobby with all of our friends and family, and I think they brought like a big giant. Either it was the hotel restaurant or someone brought something in. I just remember there was platters just all over the place. I don't remember what it was.
You'd be surprised at some of the questions that we get on here. Like it make you really think. So it's good stuff. What else? As soon as I start to say something, y'all have more questions, and I don't want to take away any of your time. Now listen. All right. So Rachel's part of the show now. So now when we're recording episodes, Rachel's going to join us in most cases. So obviously she's going to play some, pro ball. It's a pretty big deal, I think, right, ladies? I mean, she might have to miss, something every once in a while, but yeah, she's going to be here with us. So we need more softball guests on the show, and we need to start hearing from you guys. So make sure you get us some really cool content. And there's softball playoffs. Is playoffs over yet in the local high school? Addison, who won ours?
For what?
Softball.
Wait, sorry. High school?
Yeah. Lexington.
Yeah, I think so. I think they won because they had two different brackets. It was weird. It was like D1 and then D2. Like we were in D2, and yeah, Lexington won our region.
Gotcha. They're always trying to confuse and complicate things. So
yeah, I know Burns is playing Somerville right now.
Okay.
So Somerville won the first game. I think they play again. I don't know for state.
Gotcha. What you got, Gracie? You disappeared on us.
Oh, I got scared. I thought I was disconnected for a second. Oh yeah, I got one last question. AB actually told me this question when she interviewed me. What batting gloves do you use?
I use Evo Shield.
Evo Shield. Why do you use Evo Shield?
Because I'm sponsored by them.
That's an amazing reason.
That's a great reason.
I'm sponsored by 7 Sports.
Awesome. Well, ladies, we've revealed who our softball co-host is going to be, and did it live up to the hype?
Yes. I'm so surprised that you got her.
That during the highlight reel, Lily's all excited, and she's like, "How did you get her?" I'm like, I think
me and Lily were like, "Okay, it has to be Rachel Garcia."
Yeah, because when we said Rachel Garcia, he's like this.
I was like,
"It might be her."
Rachel Garcia.
And he's like, "It's not her. It's not her." And I'm like, "It's her." Because the way how he said it. Because when we were saying other names, he's like, "It's not her." And then he said and then when he said Rachel Garcia, he's like, "It's not her." And he said it all light, so I'm like, "It's Rachel Garcia." And I was like flipping out.
That's why I don't play poker.
And the mascot.
And
the mascot gave it away.
Really? All right.
Yeah, because
there's like no other bear teams.
Pitcher and mascot. Like I was already thinking, me and my like high school team today, because we had practice, because we're like on the way. We're trying to go to like state for the championship. Yeah. And we were all talking about it. I'm like, if it's actually her, that's gonna go crazy. Because we were talking about it. I was like, it has to be UCLA.
Yeah, because like who else
Bro,
has a
y'all are so
bear
lucky.
who's like D1?
Well, there's some Bears out there.
Yeah, but
I
UCLA's
was
the
like,
main one.
True. We should have threw another bear in there just to confuse you even more, but I can't believe like I gave it up.
Coach Aaron, you honestly kind of made it obvious because your
Yeah.
face when me and Lily brought it up.
Yeah, you're like this.
Well, I'm sitting here and I'm anticipating some of the names, and then when you guys hit it, like right on the head, as soon as we start just this whole conversation, I was kind of a little surprised. So again, I don't have a poker face. That's
Yeah.
okay.
You're not good at lying.
I don't have any. I'm not good at lying apparently, and that's
Yeah.
a good thing. That's
Yeah.
a good thing. All right, well, you guys are happy, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was shy when we first started, except now I'm not shy anymore because I like know her kind of.
Well, that's
You've
right.
seen her,
Yeah.
you know her.
Yeah, like I don't like know her, so like I know her.
Yeah,
what?
yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's in your circle of network there. She's in your
Yeah.
circle of friends. Well, very cool. Well, listen, everyone that's watching, tuned in, thank you guys so much. This was a huge, like I would say, this is very historic for us. This is the first big announcement that I think we've really, truly made. And Rachel, we thank you for that. So,
Of course.
stay tuned for more Rachel Garcia and Coach Aaron episodes. So there's no telling what may happen. I mean, listen, everybody rags on me, Rachel. I mean, you hear them. They're just honest with me, and sometimes it hurts my feelings. But I'm just kidding. Well, ladies, thank you so much. So here's how we normally end things, Rachel, is we have one last question that we ask every single person on the show. But for the second time, Lily has spoiled that question. And look at her. She realizes it now. But so normally we ask, what's your walkout song? And we got that already. We got it, Lily. Hey, listen. It's okay. At least
That's just like the main question. Yeah, that's like the main question to ask people.
It's like the
It
most
is.
important question.
It is.
Well,
it is.
okay, so if we're going to talk about today, my walk-up song is Till You Can't by Cody Johnson.
There you go.
See, I
So
didn't spoil it.
There we go.
I would say that is my today's walkout song.
I told you guys I didn't spoil it. I said 2019. It's 2025.
Yeah. See,
Yeah, I didn't spoil it all the way.
Yeah, she's
you're
thinking
right.
ahead.
I knew it right when I say it, and you're like, oh my god. I was like, oh no.
It's
I
so
was like,
funny.
I asked it again.
I was like, hold on, like on the last episode Lily was on with. I was like, hold on, don't ask that question yet. And then cat's out of the bag, so we got to do it. Usually, that's the hardest question that we ask everyone, though, specifically adults. Adults
If Lily
are
kind
usually.
of sort of spoiled it, then why didn't she just say rabbit?
Who said rabbit?
Rabbit.
Did somebody say rabbit?
No, but if Lily accidentally mistakenly spoiled it, then why didn't she just say rabbit?
Well, because we're live. And all
Yeah.
these
Oh my
people-
god, I forgot about that.
Hey, you guys have done great tonight. And listen, I know not everyone's kind of maybe see, this is where I would say a rabbit because I get all my tongue tied. I know some of you guys had plans tonight or may have had to make some changes, and thank you guys for being here with us. And so this is a big deal. Softball has been officially part of the Slide podcast, but we just stamped this show with a big yellow ball. So it is it's game on now for softball. That was probably really weird, but it just came off the cuff. So, and Rachel, you got to get used to a bunch of that stuff because sometimes it's just not funny, but no one else makes me feel good about it, so it's okay. All right, ladies, you guys good?
Yeah.
Yes,
AB.
sir.
I am more than
Yes,
good.
sir.
So I'm very shocked that you didn't ask not just your Taco Bell your question, but the other question that you normally ask. But you know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
Glenn Powell?
Yeah. So this girl's got
Oh.
also an obsession with Glenn Powell.
Who's
And
that?
Who is that?
No need
Yeah, who is that?
Look at her face.
That's my man.
You don't know who that is?
No.
That's my man.
Does he know that?
Huh?
There was a tornado yesterday. Yes,
Does
You
he
were
know
looking
that?
you were looking for
He was
him, weren't you?
he was gonna
Wait,
come
who?
wrangle
Wait,
it for
what?
you.
Wait,
He's gonna come
what?
wrangle it.
Yeah.
Wait, who
Taco
even
Bell.
is
No,
that?
I've been in like 7 tornadoes. I can't.
All
Glenn, you
right.
know who
He's
Glenn
a man.
Powell
Well,
is?
before we get on, celebrities are us here or something. I don't even know what that means, but let's protect everyone from AB's. We'll catch back up with you, AB, on the next episode. How about that? You let us know on how you are on that journey. So
Okay.
AB has a celebrity crush.
she sure does.
She just.
Yeah.
I don't even know who that is.
Well, you'll have to look him up. He was in a
You know
movie.
who that is?
So, all right, listen, everyone. Thank you so much for following along with us. Make sure you go subscribe to All Things Slide podcast show on all social medias. And Rachel, you got some shout outs you need to give. So talk about your sponsors. You got any promo codes you want to share, and how can we find you?
Yeah, so obviously you can find me on Instagram. I'm sponsored by Squares Baseball Shoes. They're bringing you into the softball baseball world. So you can use my code Rachel10 for that. I got Airwave, which is a mouthpiece that, helps you with your breath and helps helps to kind of just focus in and keeps you relaxed, whether you're pitching, hitting, or playing the field. And then I'm also sponsored by Wilson in Louisville and Evo Shield.
Very cool.
Oh, that's cool.
All right, we're at the end of the
That's
show,
cool.
and here's how we finish every show, Rachel. This will be fun here. We can't do everybody at once, but at the end of every show, Rachel, we say
Cereal brand?
someone's. Don't try to guess yet. You about to let the cat out of bag on this one. At the end of every show, someone says, "Until next time," and then our guests say, "We'll catch you on the slide." So considering this is your very first episode, we're going to let you close this out with "We'll catch you on the slide." And Addison, don't go to sleep yet. Hold on. Just give us just a few more minutes. So, all right.
Wait, we
Listen, go subscribe. We're on all platforms, Apple, Amazon, Spotify. There's about 40 apps that we're a part of. So go find us, subscribe to us there. And follow us along on social media. But Rachel, until next time,
Catch us on the slide.
there you go.
There you go.